Hello, my name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, and a fairy whisperer, and I work with Morgan and the Fairy Sisters of Avalon. And today I'm here to talk to you about water fairies. And water fairies are called undines. Now, before we get into it too much, I just kind of want to review with you that we've already gone through earth fairies, and they are called gnomes. They have two different subcategories, which are tree fairies and also flower fairies, which we'll do videos on them as well. We've also, and the monarch is Go, who is connected to Archangel Oriel. We have also gone through air fairies, which are sylphs, and their monarch is Peralta, and Peralta is connected to Archangel Raphael. And then we recently went through the fire fairies, and their monarch is Jinn. They're called salamanders, by the way, and they are connected to Archangel Michael. So now today, once again, water fairies. They are called undines, and they are connected to Archangel Gabriel. Their monarch is Nixa, and it's Niksa. Now, water fairies are found in any natural body of water, and as I pan around here, you can see I'm at a little creek that goes into a lake called Cohasset here in Mill Creek Park. And so they're found in any natural body of water, and it can be a little puddle, it can be a hole in the ground, it could be, just a huge ocean, a stream, a river, any of those that has natural water. They work with us in so many different ways, and they want me to just break this down today because we are going to talk about a way to connect with them and then a ritual to cleanse the waters of the earth. And water fairies are all about keeping the earth waters clean and protected, and as you know, they have a job. They're wanting me to stop and say right now that all water has consciousness. So as we pan around, it is very, very conscious and sentient. And just as when Go did the meditation with us and he showed us the earth and showed us that when the earth is polluted, it's polluting our body. It's the same thing with the waters of the earth. As they're polluted, it actually affects our blood system because they are connected, one and the same. We're made up of so much water, and I know you're aware of that. Now, they quite often, undine, come to us in the dream state. And so if you're having dreams about water regularly, these are traditionally water elementals that are trying to reach you through the dream state. And they'll have messages for you. Water fae work with healing our emotions. How many of you, remember the old days where people would come home and put their feet in a bath to relax? Well, this goes back to olden times where people would actually, if they needed to relax, put their feet in a river and a lake. That was to help them connect with the water fairies, even if they didn't realize they were doing that. And they would therefore be able to just relax and feel the energy of the water fairies. So when you have a chance, like right now, this is, a warm day for winter here in the United States, but I still don't have bare feet in the water. But if it was warmer, I would have my toes in the water. I have my tennis shoes resting right on the tip of the water right now. And you would feel the energy of the water fairies coming up through. It's a very cool energy, a calming energy as compared to the fire fairies, who are very, fiery and warm and so strong. This is a peaceful, restful, calm energy of the water fae. They are great healers, as are all fairies. They work a lot with diseases of the blood, they want me to say. So things like, diabetes and, just all kinds of blood-related disorders. They love music and singing. They're great singers themselves. They would like me to pause a moment and talk to you about mythologies where there were water fairies that would lure unsuspecting men into dangerous situations and sometimes, their demise. This is, oh wow, they're really wanting me to talk about this. They are swirling around right now. Um, they, it's a metaphor for going into your subconscious. So when you hear about the sirens luring a man to his doom, it actually is luring the man into his next level of spiritual development. That's what we're talking about. So also there's great mythologies about the Silkies from Ireland. As you can tell, I'm very Celtic, so I go a lot with, the mythologies of the Celts. This is about the beautiful seal that would, at nighttime, beach itself and then turn into a woman, and she would dance in the moonlight. And then, if a man found the seal skin, they could claim her then as his bride. So there's a lot of mythologies about water fairies that have basis in truth but are not quite as they represent. They're wanting me to tell you that if you would like to connect with them, one of the best ways to do this would be to find, or you can dig a hole near a tree, not next to the tree, like right underneath its canopy, but close to the tree, and allow rainwater to gather in that. And then basically take your time and allow that to fill with natural water. And then what you would do is take a day like today where I'm just out in nature and allow yourself to just sit next to that water hole. Allow your consciousness to blend with it. And then pass your left hand over it 1, 2, 3 times. I'm being guided counterclockwise. You go with however you're guided. And then watch. Allow your eyes to focus into soft vision. And over time, you will be able to actually start to see movement within the water. You will notice sometimes like a fogginess cloud the water. This is the beginning of a doorway into the fairy realm. I've had people asking me recently on the channel about doorways into the fairy realm, and this is one. Traditionally, anywhere where you have two worlds meeting, and that would be the world of the tree and the world of the water. So tree and water phase coming together, that is a doorway to the fairy realm. And we'll talk about that some more in different videos. But so take your time then, and you can go back there on a daily basis, and you'll be surprised. You'll start seeing movement, you'll see eyes appear, a face appear. Water fairies, like other fairies, don't have a form until they take one. Water, because it's such a feminine aspect, they tend to take feminine form quite often. However, the moment I say that, there are definitely mermaids, and they would be in the oceans, very connected with keeping the oceans pure and the wildlife of the oceans safe. Quite often, water fae will manifest as, a dolphin, a salamander, a frog, a turtle, all kinds of water creatures. And they will come, a seal, like we talked about with the Silkies. They will come in that form to you and speak. And quite often people may have seen a mermaid, and the mermaid will shift into something like a manatee. So, it just depends on the fairy and how comfortable they are in connecting with you. Because they don't want the video to run out like it did last time, they want me to get going with the water cleansing ritual. So there is a tool that I've brought this time they would like me to teach you about. This is called a fairy prayer stick. It is also a shaman's tool. So I have basically what would be almost like a divining rod, and it has been blessed with symbols that are sacred to me. You would choose what symbols are sacred to you. I've adorned it with feathers that I've been gifted with from the air fairies. So there's a turkey, 2 barred owls, and a raven's feather. And I've put a lot of prayer and intention into this. And as I do, I'm focusing now on connecting with the water fairies. Now, this particular prayer stick actually is for my writing. Um, I think I've told you all before, I'm the author of the Morgan of Avalon series, and we're going to do a video on Morgan very shortly so you can understand what I've been talking about. But today we want, in this ritual, to make this a prayer stick connected to the water fae. So what we're going to do is right now call on Nixa 1, 2, 3 times. That's the monarch once again of the water fae. Nixa, Nixa, Nixa. And now, because my feet are actually touching water and rocks, I'm drawing the energy from the water fairy realm up through my feet, through my legs, my torso. I'm blocking the water right now, I don't want to do that. Into my heart, coming out my hands. And now you won't be able to see it so much, I don't think, but I'm pointing the fairy prayer stick down towards the water. And as I do that, I'm taking the energy that I've been drawing up and basically allowing it to flow through my heart, out through my hands, into the water. So we have divine white light coming up from the earth, from Gob and the earth fairies. Also, because I'm touching the water, from the water fae, going into the water as a beautiful white healing light. You will recall this is somewhat similar to what we did with the air fairies, and yet we're working with the water kingdom. And so I want you to envision the water that is nearest you being flooded with this divine light, being filled from the top of the water to the bottom of the water, and then spreading it out. I'm on a little area of a stream right now, and I'm envisioning the water going all the way out that stream to the nearby lake, which is called Cohasset. And I see the white light flooding Cohasset from the top to the bottom. May the waters of the earth be blessed with love, healing, abundance, protection, and light. May the waters be restored to their magnificence, their beauty, their tranquility. May they be cleansed of all negativity. May the waters, like the waters of the earth, may they all be cleansed and restored to 5th dimensional brilliance. And may we, as we work on cleansing the waters, may we also be cleansed in our emotions and feel their healing. Now allow that blessing, that energy to spill to the next largest body of water in your area. For me, it's a river called Mahoning. And I feel that current flooding down that waterway. See the white light pouring all the way down from the top of the water to the bottom of the water, flooding it. The air fairies are working with us. Can you hear them? May the waters of the earth be healed and restored to their 5th dimensional brilliance. You're telling me whatever words come to you are the right words. May the waters of the earth shine with illumination and brilliance that transmute all beings into fifth dimensional healing and light. May the waters of the earth transmit their consciousness to all beings so they too understand the blessing of water. May the waters of the earth be restored to fifth dimensional brilliance. Now flood that all the way to the next large body of water. For me, it's the Ohio River. And now continue that white light flooding to your next body of water. All the way, for me, it would be to the Mississippi River. See that water permeating from the top of the water all the way to the bottom, and then one great cascade spilling out to the ocean. And now call on the merfolk to help us. Nixa, the water fairies, are dancing in the waters with us as the white light floods the waters of the earth from the top to the bottom, filling it with brilliance, healing, and light. May the waters of the earth be healed with fifth dimensional brilliance and light. May the waters of the earth reflect the beauty of their consciousness. May the waters of the earth be restored to their pristine beauty. May I reflect this brilliance in my body, in my blood, in my being. And now that water is going white completely through the earth in a circle, round and round. Circle your fairy prayer stick round and round with the waters, round, round, and round. Feel it coursing through you, through the earth. And now see it done. The earth waters are healed. Thank you so much. I love you. I honor you. I bless you. A few blessings from Avalon, from Morgan, the sisters. Once again, I'm Carol Weekland. My YouTube channel is Carol Weekland Sacred Avalon Fairy Whisperer. My website is everythingfairy.co. I'm the author of the Morgan of Avalon series and my new fairy book, Secrets of the Flower Fairies, and we'll talk about that in a separate video. Have a blessed day. Thank you.